Hey guys, how's it going? So for this video, I'm going to go ahead and revisit the New England Patriots playbook. I got a suggestion from somebody who watched one of the videos. They asked me if I could go over some more Patriots formations. I was like, for sure, dude. The Patriots playbook just happens to be one of my favorite books in the game. And definitely for future reference, if any of you guys want to see anything else out of any particular playbook, I'll be happy to go over it and try to make a video about it. Because I really like going through all the different playbooks and just coming up with random schemes. I don't know, I'm weird, but it's fun to me. So in this video, I'm going to go over the trips tight end formation. It's something that I ran a lot back whenever I used the Patriots playbook at the beginning of the year. It's got some pretty good plays in it. And I ran it kind of differently than I've seen, so it's pretty unique in my opinion. So I'll go ahead and go right over it. The first play the play that I would generally call the most out of here is the X play, drive post, and I'll show you guys why. I really like this play because you've got a post route over the middle, you've got a corner route by your tight end, and I really like that LaFell route. On the left side, he gets since he kind of does that stutter step, as you can see, he kind of takes his time getting over the middle of the field, so it's a good check down. He also generally gets good positioning on man-to-man, and I just really like the timing of the route. And so the way that I was running this play a lot was I would put Amendola on a slant, and I would pretty much just have everybody flowing to the right side of the field. And so after slanting Amendola, what I would do, I would motion Amendola until he gets behind Edelman, and then snap the ball. And you could pretty much hit that every single time for easy 5 yards, unless they're using it, or if they have like a spy right there or something. Which, if they have a spy right there to kind of clutter it up, you can either just wait for him to cross the spy, or you can move around in the pocket to manipulate the spy and find an open passing window there. But this route was very good for me. Go ahead and hit LaFell right there. I waited a little bit long to hit Amendola, but it was a route I had a lot of success running this play, mainly because of that little motion. People would have to adjust and bring people down and start using that area of the field, and then I could start attacking other areas of the field. So it's something that I had a lot of success with, and I hope you guys will as well. So that was pretty much the first way I like to run that play. The other play that I would do sometimes is it would pretty much give away what I was kind of planning to do, but what I would do is I'd motion out Gronk and put him on a fade, and the reason doing that, and right here, nobody even followed. Okay, there you go, Sherman followed him out there. But the reason I do that is just to get, obviously, Gronk isolated one-on-one. And you might say, oh, well, it's so obvious like that you want to user catch to him, you're motioning him out. It's pretty obvious, like everybody's going to know exactly what you want to do. And my response to that is that's fine. Like, I really don't care if they know what I want to do. It's all about making them have to adjust to what I want to do. So now they might have been set up in a different defense or something. Then I motion out Gronk. Now he's got to adjust. He's either got to put a deep blue zone over there. He's got to man somebody up on Gronk. He might try to user that area. And it just changes what he was going to do beforehand. So anything that can kind of get my opponent off guard and make him have to change what he wants to do is a good thing in my opinion. So I'll just motion Gronk out there. I'll leave everything else the same. You can read the play the same way. You don't have to throw the ball to Gronk. But, I mean, it's still a very good play. You've got the double crossing routes with Amendola and LaFell, and then you've got Edelman behind them, and you've got the check down to Blunt. So you just kind of look at what you want right here. I'll try to throw it out there, and Gronk wasn't able to come down with the ball. And that wasn't even Sherman, that was Bobby Wagner. But, yeah, that's just something else you can try if you're comfortable user catching. It's something else that I like to do every now and then. Obviously, I don't do it every play, but something to do every now and then just to catch your opponent off guard and give them a different look. I'll go over the quick audible since I'm already in the formation. The quick audible up is Pat Slant, and this is a play that I really liked, and it's something that this formation actually has really good quick audibles, which is really good, especially if you play something like Mutt where you can't change your audibles. So the quick audible is Pat Slant, and the first thing you notice is that Gronk is on a slant out. And so that slant out, if they don't have anyone in the flat, it's an easy 10-15 yards. If they're playing man-to-man, it's an easy 10-15 yards. Pretty much if they want to play man, they have to move their guy all the way out there. Like all the way outside of Gronk, like way outside, to even try to even get them to slow down the slant out. And then if they start doing that, then it's super obvious what they're doing, and you can just put Gronk on like a slant in or a streak or something and hit him. So it's a very difficult route to stop. Obviously, if they start playing zone and have like a flat or a purple out there, you're not going to want to throw the ball, and that's why you have the other reads. Pretty much, I always look for Gronk first. If he's open, throw it. If not, I look for Amendola crossing and then LaFell crossing. It's not a play that you're going to get home run balls off of, but it's a play that's pretty consistent and forces your opponent to cover a lot of different parts of the field. So I'll go ahead and run it for you guys. Right there, just go ahead and hit Amendola. Try to get a field, get 6 yards. If you get 6 yards every play, a lot of people say take that drag route, and a lot of times I will, because 6 yards isn't a bad play. Go ahead and run this again. Right there, check it down to blunt, try to get outside, get upfield. I'm going to try to hit the slant out for you guys. If the defense plays a defense that allows me to hit it right there. Go ahead and hit Amendola again. Let's try a couple more times to see if they'll get in something that allows me. Okay, well this is goal line, so I don't want to run it against goal line. But any type of man-to-man, or if your opponent's bringing like corner blitzes and not guarding the flat, this is a great play to attack that. Right there, that's something else you can do. If you notice that Gronk, I'll go ahead and look at that in instant replay since it's kind of hard to happen quickly. But if you could tell that Gronk has the outside positioning, like right here, I knew Bobby Wagner was the guy that was supposed to be guarding him, and you can see he's like shuffling his feet while Gronk's like in a full-out sprint to the sideline. So I know if I lob this pass, Gronk's going to be able to get under it before Wagner can make a play on it. So that's exactly what happened. I went ahead and lobbed it, and because Wagner was kind of lagging behind, I was able to fit it in. And that's something else you can do a lot. If your opponent doesn't, if they might have a flat defender, but he might not be already out there, then you can do that if he doesn't get out there quickly enough. And right there, as you saw, that was against man-to-man, and it's just, if your opponent plays man, if he plays a lot of man, this play is going to just completely tear him up. It's not something you can stop with man-to-man. So that's a great quick audible, quick pass audible. The run audible is the 45 quick base, which is a great run. Normal quick base, nothing too fancy, but that's what's great about it. You get really good blocking, just try to follow your blocks, get upfield. Great run play. Also complements, you have a halfback counter out of this formation too, which is, so those two plays form a really good right-left combination. The counter to the right and then the base to the left. So the deep audible is verticals, which is a great play. There's a different way that I like to run this play, which I'll go over later, because it involves formation subbing some people into just some different spots. But for now, the way I would run it, if I were to like audible to it at the line of scrimmage, pretty much I would just fade LaFell and slant Gronk. And I just like, I mean, you don't have to slant Gronk, it's just something that I like to do. If my opponent's playing man, then I could try to hit him underneath, or if it's just kind of not really a check down route, but something that you can look at the beginning of the play before the deeper routes develop. And if it's open, you go ahead and throw it. But pretty much, if I call this play, I'm looking to go deep to LaFell on the user catch, Gronk underneath, or Edelman on the deep cross. Rarely I'll look at Amendola. Obviously, if he's like wide open, you could throw it, but this is more of a clear out route most of the time, in my opinion. So right here, try to go to LaFell, and he wasn't able to catch it. LaFell's not the greatest user catch guy, but he's probably the best the Patriots have, other than Gronk, obviously. But if you put Gronk out there, and it messes up the audibles and stuff because of the whole route swapping, tight end route swapping thing. So whenever you go to audible, like your guys switch, and it just kind of, I don't like that because it gives away to your opponent that you just audibled out of a play, and it just, I don't know, I just don't like it. That was what I was talking about, where if they play man, I can go ahead and try to hit Gronk quickly underneath in that play. But it's a great play to flood the defense. They're playing a lot of cover 2, or if you just want to take a shot, it's a great play. The play action play is PA slot corner, and so there's several ways that I like to run this play. You can run it stock, it's very good stock in my opinion. Right there, go ahead and hit against man-to-man, go ahead and hit the corner route. You can hit either corner route. Generally every single route beats man-to-man on this play, so that's really great. You've got double corner routes, a post route, and a drag route. So all those routes do a great job of generally getting separation on man-to-man. So your opponent's pretty much forced to play zone if you're running this play, and really out of this formation, because of all the great man-beating plays, or man-beating routes that this formation has. And so, as I was saying, pretty much you can, it's just simple reads. Just go ahead and take what the defense gives you. Right there, hit the drag. I probably could have waited and tried to hit Amendola on the post route. I'll try to do that here for you guys. Right there is man-to-man, and Wagner made a nice play and batted the ball down. If I had waited like a split second longer, I could have fit that in. But you guys could see that he had that inside positioning on his man. Right there, go ahead and hit that post route to Amendola. So that's one way you can run it. The other way that I like to run it is I'll put Gronk on an in route just to kind of have somebody coming back across from the right to the left. Because as it is, everything kind of flows from left to right with the drag, the post, and then the corner from Gronk. Really, Edelman's the only thing that's going the other way. And so I'll just do that every now and then just to kind of give me another check down route. If I'm not feeling comfortable, if I feel like they're going to lurk everything, I'll put Gronk on an in route just to kind of make me feel better, I guess. And obviously if they see the play, generally they'll like run to the right side, and you'll have Gronk on the left side. You won't have to worry about them like user jumping the route or something. So that's just kind of my reasoning for it. And obviously you can just find a spot whenever Gronk runs past a guy in zone. Go ahead and hit him and just try to cut up field. And then you can do the same thing that I was doing earlier with this play. Motioning out Gronk. Obviously it's not just for dry flood. This is also a good play to do that because you still have really good routes on the left side of the field. So you just kind of look, and right there they got a good 3-man pass rush block shed, so I wasn't able to get the ball off. But you guys get the idea with PA slot corner. Very good play. Very good man-beating play. It's a play that if you make the right reads, it's hard to slow down. So I'll go over some of the other plays. I'll look at the only other run play that I like out of this formation is the halfback counter. So I'm not going to go over that, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Just go ahead and follow your blocks. Very good combination with the 45 quick base. When they start pinching their line or sliding left to stop the quick base, that's when you can hit them with the counter. You've got other plays. I'll go from just kind of top to bottom now. That X play, Pat's Flood, is something that I like. I've talked about this route before in some of my other videos, that Gronkowski route, the block and release seam route. It's very good for, it's a nice short yardage kind of conversion kind of play. A lot of people play zone. Does a really good job after it releases of getting open against zone. Also, you've got a nice flood on the left side and a check down to Blunt in the flat if you really, really need it. But generally, you're going to want to try to hit this Gronk route right there. And it's an easy 5 yards generally every time. Usually, if it's zone, they'll sink too far back, so you'll be able to hit them just as he releases right there. And if it's man, it's kind of 50-50 sometimes against man. The man who's guarding him will blitz, leaving him wide open when he releases. And other times, the man guarding him will kind of stay and wait for him to release. If that's the case, you're going to want to either hit like Amendola on his out route or go deep to LaFell or try to playmaker one of your receivers to make something happen. Right here, waiting for him. Go ahead and wait for him to release. Get upfield. Just flick the right stick up to try to truck and pick up some more yards. It's a really good short yardage play. That route can be found. You just have to look for it. It's found in a lot of playbooks, I've noticed. So it's something that you can carry over from playbook to playbook. If you run another playbook and happen to see a play with that route, it still works the same. It's very good. Let's see, the other plays, verticals. As I said, there was another way I like to run this play, so I'll go ahead and show you guys that now. Pretty much what I like to do is I'll put Gronk out there, and so what happens is when you come out in the play, this is the normal play, but whenever you reset the play, which to reset the play you press X left trigger on Xbox, or it'd be square L2 on PS4, and what happens is the routes get flipped. So now LaFell is running the deep cross rather than Edelman. Gronkowski's running the seam route instead of LaFell, and Edelman's running like the fade instead of Gronk. So pretty much all the routes moved over to the left. LaFell got Edelman's route, Gronk got LaFell's, and Edelman got Gronk's. And so pretty much what I'll do from here is I'll go ahead and slant Edelman and then fade Gronk. And so this is a play that I used to call a lot in long yardage situations. Pretty much you have Edelman cutting underneath if you can hit him, and you have like a lot of green in front of you, you can hit him and try to get upfield. You have LaFell on the deep cross, which a lot of times they won't be expecting that route coming from that position because a lot of times that's Edelman's route. And then you've got Gronk, hopefully one-on-one isolated deep to the left. And so this was one of my like go-to kind of deep plays, 3rd and long, or if I'm just trying to get downfield quickly. This is something that I actually like to run a lot, and pretty much leave Tim Wright and LeGarrette Blount on those same routes. You can max protect if you want to, which is LB right stick up, or it'd be L1 right stick up on PS4, and that'll automatically block your running back and tight end. And so pretty much from there, you just kind of make reads. Right there, LaFell was able to cut in and did a great job of dropping the ball, but I was able, if he was any good, he would have caught that. But LaFell's pretty good. I actually like Brandon LaFell. LSU represent. But yeah, he was open, but Earl Thomas made a nice hit and jarred the ball loose. But 8 times out of 10, he'll catch that ball. So just a very good kind of deep play that I like to run right there. One-on-one, if you ever see one-on-one, if you're using the Patriots with Gronk, please take it. Like, doesn't matter if it's Richard Sherman or what. just take the one-on-one. I would take that matchup all day, every day. Gronk's just like a different beast in this game. It seems like he gets up so high. But yeah, just make good reads. Don't do anything stupid. And this play should work out for you guys right there. Should I get a touchdown? Can I get a touchdown? Yeah, okay. So that was that play. That's a nice not short yardage, long yardage play, which I'm sure I've said like 10 times already. So the next play is kind of a niche play that don't run very often. I don't even run it like every single game. I'll just run it very rarely if I think there's an opportunity to run it, and that is the slot screen. So let me get my guys back into their right spots. The slot screen. And so pretty much some people would like swing Blount over and streak Edelman and try to turn it into like a little halfback slip screen, which you can kind of do that. Like, you get decent blocking sometimes, but I don't think that's significantly better than just straight up running it as it is with Edelman on the screen. And it's really, really hit or miss. Like, either they're going to blow it up in the backfield and you're going to lose yards, or sometimes you'll get pretty good blocking and you'll be able to pick something up. So I'm definitely not saying it's a perfect, like right there, Sherman jumped the route and picked it off. So I'm not saying it's perfect for all situations. It's very, very situational, in my opinion, which is why I said it's something that I don't even run every game. I didn't even run every game, but it's something nice to have in your back pocket so that you can recognize the situation where it would be good. And that situation would be if they're bringing a lot of blitzes off the left side, and you can go ahead and try to hit that screen, let them over pursue, and then you'll have a lot of blockers and they won't have anybody there. But otherwise, it's not a play right there. 56 made a nice play. Batted the ball down. Let's see if I can get one nice slot screen off for you guys. Let's see. Right there, nobody really got out there and blocked for me. That's what I'm talking about. Either you get blown up in the backfield or you get decent blocking. I don't really think the risk is worth the reward a lot of the times. Like, it's getting blown up every single play against random defense. But the rare times that it does work, like right there, I got 5 yards. I probably could have made a better cut and turned that into more than 5 yards. But it's really hit or miss, mainly because those linemen, it's not 100% that those linemen get out and block for you every single time. Like, you'll notice sometimes they get out there and block, and then other times they get caught up and they don't get out there. But yeah, guys, just go ahead and do with that what you will. It's just kind of something that's nice to have in your back pocket in case you notice the situation where it would be good. Let me see. I'm not sure if there's anything else out of here that I actually ran a lot. Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, this will be the last play. The slip screen is also something that I would run a few times a game generally, just because it's something to make my opponent think about. And if they liked blitzing, then it became extra good. Just something to pretty much mix up whatever you've been doing, and pretty much, like I said, just something to make your opponent think about. The last play is curl flat that I would generally run. And the way I would run this was I would pretty much just go ahead and fade LaFell and put Amendola on a little hitch route as for a little check down. So you've got LaFell for the one-on-one user catch. Amendola's more of a check down. If he happens to be open, you can throw it. Edelman on the post, Gronk on the corner, and then Blount underneath running the angle route. Now I would recommend putting in Vereen for this play if you're using the Patriots, or put in whoever's your kind of fastest slash best catching slash best route running back. Obviously Blount's not very good. I should have swapped him out for Vereen. but I'll just go ahead and show you guys kind of how I like to run this play right there. And really, you're looking to hit Blunt almost every time on this play, on his little block and release angle route. If he happens to get caught up for whatever reason, then you're going to either have to try to, I would quick look at Amendola. If he's open, throw it. Also look at Edelman cutting over the middle. And if he's not open, if it's some type of zone, generally Gronk's going to be covered because most people will have like a purple zone out there, so you're not going to be able to hit that corner out. So if Amendola and Edelman aren't covered, I would probably just go ahead and throw it to LaFell and try to make something happen deep. Go ahead and show you guys. Right there, man-to-man. Go ahead and, I waited so long to hit that corner out, but it was still open. And so man-to-man, the corner route should be open, the post route should be open, and if I were to put Vereen in for Blunt, he would cut a lot quicker and he would get some separation against man-to-man as well. I was trying to see if I could hit that Amendola little hitch route for you guys. It's a nice little check down because a lot of people won't be expecting it. They'll be adjusting to what you've been doing, and it's just something that can catch them off guard. And if they don't have anybody in the area, and if you have somebody maybe more shifty than Danny Amendola, you could get upfield and get some nice yards. So something to think about right there. They sent some major pressure at me. I couldn't get the ball off. I'm not going to go out like that. Let's see if I can get one more good play here. Not against the goal line defense. That would be preferable. Okay, third play in a row there in goal line. So let's see. One more. Okay, I'm just going to go deep to Brandon LaFell right here. Oh my gosh. Hold up. Video can't end like this. It can't. Okay, there's the check down to Amendola. Okay, so I showed you guys that route. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. The last minute was pretty much me just goofing off. But I hope this was able to help you guys out. I hope it's something that maybe if you don't run the Patriots book, trips, tight ends, and a lot of books, you can probably carry it over to whatever book you'd like to run. And a lot of the concepts can actually be found in other formations throughout other books, so those can also help you out. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said at the beginning, if you have any suggestions as to playbooks that you guys want me to take a look at and break down a little bit, let me know. I'll be happy to do that for you guys. That's why I did another New England formation, because someone asked for it. So I'd be more than happy to do that. So until next time, guys, I'll see you later, and best of luck online.